What's going on, guys? Today's podcast is about the two kinds of people in your life, the ones who value relationships and the ones who don't really value it that much. Stay tuned.
Introverted Intellect, helping you overcome shyness, social anxiety, depression, and utilizing the power of being an introvert.
Welcome to
Introverted Intellect.
Podcast for introverts.
What's going on, folks? It's Johnny Raxa here once again, looking to see if I'm truly recording here, and I am. All right, this podcast is a little bit different than the usual because, for one, I'm not at my usual podcasting station. I am now cooking. I'm gonna do two birds with one stone right now. Well, it's not two. Not do two birds. It's kill two birds with one stone. And I'm gonna be cooking my little lamb thingy that I got. I got lamb stew. I'm gonna make some lamb stew somehow, some way. Put it all together and see where we go from there. As I go along, maybe I'll show you what I'm cooking, but that's not really important right now. What's important is that I'm here to talk to you guys about a particular Instagram post that I posted not too long ago, and I find that there's so much wisdom to it. So I'm going to read it to you real quick right now, and the quote is, "Some talk to you in their free time, and some free their time to talk to you." Now, there's two different kinds of people out there, and that sums up the two kinds of people. Some who will talk to you on their free time, and some will make time to talk to you. And now, when you kind of look back at that, and you just kind of see that, hey, here's one group of people who will be value relationships, value you as a person, and one people who are only there to go through life and will talk to you when it's convenient to them. And these are the kind of people you gotta look out for. You gotta look out for the people who you who will only be there out of convenience, okay? And this is more to talk about what kind of person you choose to be. Are you choosing to be the kind of people who just want to go through life and just, you know, make relationships be the side thing, or make relationships like priority, right? I feel that the happiness will come to those who prioritize and make time for others and love others and make sure that you focus your life on people rather than on your selfish desires. I think that depression and anxieties come from the fact that people are only looking internally at themselves rather than learning to love other people, to appreciate other people, to take time to value relationships. I just think that's so true. So as a story, actually, I have a story where my girlfriend would try to hang out with other her old coworkers, right? She try to make time for them, tries to hang out with them, but her old coworkers are never actually that excited over hanging out with her, because they see it more as an inconvenience to them, whereas for her, she's really trying to establish the relationship and trying to grow in that relationship. But in the end, she just sees herself now as a work friend, you know? So I think in life you have to come to realize that relationships are really all that matters in life, and if you don't prioritize it, you're just going to be somebody who is not just won't be happy, you know? So look at this, look at my little lamb. A lot of people don't like lamb because it's so gamey, but I haven't had lamb in a while. I'm gonna try it. I have this Instapot. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a pressure cooker. I got it for Christmas, early Christmas for my girlfriend here. Anyways, really, I just wanted to say that there's not much I think that, you know, you kind of see throughout life who is truly there for you, who will truly make the time to want to see you. I think that I ended up being the person who initiates meeting up with other people, initiates meeting, like just going out for drinks with some old friends. I think that the reason why I do that is because I know and realize the importance of reaching out to people and just connecting. You know, you want that connection. I talk about this time and time again. I just feel like it's so important because oftentimes we miss the fact that, you know, we have this gauge where we have, especially for introverts, we have this gauge where we can see somebody and then we get tired out, and then we don't want to see somebody for a while. We want to have time to ourselves, but oftentimes we feel like we want to have time to ourselves so much so that all of a sudden we lose out on the value of other people in our lives. Maybe it could be a romantic relationship, it can be friendship, it can be connection with your siblings or your parents, whatever it is. We feel that we have this social tank, right, for certain people in our lives, and maybe we have more social tank for other people, but in the end we neglect certain people in our lives and certain connections that we end up feeling really empty. Yet the thing that really fills us up with happiness and satisfaction in life is just really to have that deep sense of connection, where somebody, to the point where you can actually give a little bit of vulnerability so that you can connect with them. Okay, you connect with the other person, you connect with people in your life. Right, I'm gonna throw some of these lambs in right now. I'm gonna do a little bit of a saute here. I'm not gonna move my camera because I hate doing that, but I'm gonna put it and have it preheat for a second. I'm sorry for that noise, guys, I really am. But I have my lamb. I'm gonna make some lamb stew. I'm gonna put the lamb in there with some tomato paste or tomato stuff, and then I'm gonna let it stew for a while with some veggies that I had cooked up last night. This thing's cool. This Instapot is pretty cool. I really like using it. It's the Instapot Ultra Mini because I live in a studio. I live alone, yes, and I have very limited space. Eventually, I would love to get a place in my bigger place so that I get a bigger Instapot and a bigger counter for my cooking because I don't have much room. But if it's just me, it's just me. The max people that can live in a studio, I would say definitely is 2 people, depending how big the studio is. Especially in San Francisco, 2 people is definitely, in a studio, it's max. I mean, it's small enough as it is for just me. If you're living with a wife, maybe a girlfriend or a roommate, you want your space, and I wouldn't consider the studio to be a good thing. Oh God. Anyways, that's all I'm gonna say for today, actually, guys. And I'm sorry if it's a little bit short. This is like 7-minute podcast. Just want to wish you guys a early Merry Christmas. Christmas at this time is gonna be Christmas Eve. I'm not gonna do a podcast next week, and I want to just take a break for the week because I want to take a break from all work. I'm a bit of a workaholic, but I just want to. I think as we end this year, I just wanted to say that I just started this podcast, right? And I just started this whole series, and to be real with you guys, like having social anxiety, shyness, and just being that typical introvert where you just kind of leave all your feelings and emotions inside. Yeah, I mean, it sucks, and a lot of times people don't realize that there's just we need the exercise. Why I say exercise? I'm saying exercise because like depression, but we need to have people in our lives is what I'm saying. We need to have that social interaction, and what I mean by that is just ultimately it's connection. I say this in my ebook, that connection is truly the ultimate value, the ultimate it's what every human being needs. It's like food, okay? Human connection is like food, and if you're always isolating yourself and you're making yourself you're putting yourself in that corner, you kind of do it to yourself. You do it to yourself in a sense that you're just keeping yourself away, distant, away from the world, never trying anything difficult. You're not trying to better yourself. If you just put yourself in that corner, it's a dark area to be in. To come out to the light is to come out and step out of that zone that you're in, that corner, and to embrace the world with your fears, your anxieties, and just go head on with it as much as you can. And there's a lot of help you can get. You got people on YouTube, you got podcasts, you got people like me that give you some tips and advice. You got people like Tony Robbins, you got Lewis Howes, just name some people on top of my head. These people will help bring out to light the just positive aspects, just positivity in your life. And you need that, but you also need to take that action. This past year, I still couldn't figure out what my one goal word is. Like last year was 2017 was the year of courage. 2018, I couldn't even figure it out until this whole entire year was like figuring stuff out. Like, what is it? And I still didn't know. All of a sudden, the year's already over. And I'm just like, wow, this life is going by so fast. And I think in the end of the day, at your deathbed, when I think that's what it is. I realize that's what it is. Just kind of now that it's all about connection. That's what it is, connection. And that's what I came to realize this past year was the word connection is that was it. I grew to be a better person with my girlfriend. I connected more on a deeper level with her. I connected with my newfound friends from my girlfriend. I connected with my Toastmaster club. I connected with the people at work on a deeper level in a lot of ways. I connected by reaching out to my fellow Toastmaster friends and going out with them. I even connected in a way with my brothers, like in the way I did. Especially my younger brother, David, who I had as second or third episode, I believe, podcast where I interviewed him, my only interview so far. And this next year, we'll figure it out. By the next time this podcast comes out, I hopefully will find a word. And what I mean by word is a word that, something that you revolve your life around, a big word that kind of sums up the entire year for you that you want to focus on. 2017 was the year of courage because I left my fellow friends and ventured out to, I left this community I was part of and ventured out to a different world of my own. And it took a lot of courage because it's scary to just go from it's comforting, to be in that zone, that area, that community, and stepping out and just playing it by ear, figuring out what to do in my life as I went out. And that might not be courage to all people, but as courage to me, little steps of courage here. Okay. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm just gonna leave you all beat and have a wonderful, happy holidays and a new year, folks. I'll see you in 2018. Well, actually, no, sorry. I am gonna come out real quick with a Thursday tip. Okay, Thursday tips are coming this Thursday, so stay tuned for that. That will be my last podcast episode. Peace.
We are what you make